Okay. um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ha! Here we are with still in testing for a touch. I'm not 100% sold on the Hidetsugu. Hidetsugu. Yeah. I haven't quite figured it out yet. One of the things that I haven't figured out though is that our curve is really low in this deck, and we might want to be at the lower land total. So we're going to try this. We're going to add back a card that's in the original into this to see if it's worth running that risk of getting a bit of a lower land count, but having higher value cards along the way. So the question is there a card up here that ultimately will change what happens when we're down here a little bit more? And I think this is the card. And it could be this one though too. It's going to enable more ninjutsu attacking kind of things. Or it could be this Clawing Torment. I think I'd probably take the Clawing Torment actually, now that I look at it. Can't block, gets -1. Beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life. All of that feels right to me. We have 3 cards in black that we want in the first try. Dude, I would almost just run a 41 special. I know everyone says like mathematically, but if I do 41, it affects the chances, right? Like, so this card coming in is just one of the other 23 other cards that are out there. So it's 1/23 less likely to draw anything. Versus losing a land, which there are 16, and you go down to 17, you're actually getting 1/16 less chance, which is considerably higher percentage. So you affect your percentages more by dropping your land count than you do your cards. And I'm not so sure that the math checks out, that everybody says like, oh, you just got to stay at 40. I would run a 41 card special, I think, and put in the Clawing Torment. So let's do a Dunzo here, and let's go to our decks and try that out in testing. And we're just going to run a 62 card version of that, right? So Torment, we have 2 copies of, which will work just fine. So we add those 2 for a 62 card try as an attempt to make us close. We don't have any Voltage Surges either in the deck. So let's take those out. Bye bye. I like that we didn't double up on the smoothing side of things, but otherwise we tried to keep everything as close to what's in the deck as possible. We have like even numbers here, we have a smaller number there. I want to try the Clawing Torment out. So far with the Eater of Virtue, I'm impressed, but there's a couple cards where I swear it didn't work, and that drives me crazy. It seems to work with flying, but I don't think it works with lifelink. I haven't seen it grab lifelink, and I haven't seen it grab menace either. When equipped creature dies, it gets exiled, and then as long as the card exiled with Eater of Virtue has flying, equipped creature has flying. And the same is true for all the rest. So how come I didn't get... I don't know. Anyway, a little bit more likely to be utilized removal spell built into the deck. We're going to still test this thing out in Constructed. We ran into a ridiculous samurai combo at the very end after a frustrating try, but oops, sorry. I feel like it's a testament to the fact that we're an aggro deck, and that if we still don't get across the finish line and push the damage as fast as we can, we are certainly going to get outvalued on the larger, bigger guys that happen at the later start of the game. So I'm gonna try to push as aggressive as I can and utilize everybody to get the most. And I'm not gonna hold back too often. There'll be some cases where you'll see that, but like the Armed Guard Familiar is a good start. The Virus Beetle is a good start. And then this is a good deal. So let's do this. We're going to go with Virus Beetle and then possibly Ninjutsu in if Virus Beetle has a free attack. Yeah. And this is just mana efficiency. Right? Virus Beetle does not have any keywords like lifelink on it. Alright. Take a card out of the Sacred Peaks. Got another Boros colored, could be Samurai again. Seems to like to match us up, ninjas versus samurai, although I see red artifact creature here. Trying to burn myself out. Okay, so that would definitely get blocked if we were to utilize it, unless I attach this to it. And now I would take it as a trade. And since it's not a trade, I will ninjutsu in this. Not the most efficiency mana, but you know, what are you gonna do? And we were right, by the way. It is samurais. This was like some artifact thing that will try to eat up our sword here. Expecting a removal spell since we're in constructed, and they're going to have a lot of removal built into it. That's just kind of normal. But, yeah, this going up. Take a card, any card, ditch it, drop it onto there, and we'll see if he wants to do another removal spell. If not, we will probably just attack in. This is the same card that I ran into last time. Sure. No second attack for you, sir. So he's got first strike, and unfortunately, that's going to be enough. So I think what we're going to do is this. If I do this, I can attach the Eater of Virtue to it next turn. If I do this, I gain the 2 life. He's going to hit me for 6 plus whatever the ninja does. So it's going to be a rough turn, no doubt about it. I could do this and attach this to it. It at least prevents the ward from becoming a problem. So I think I like that more than anything. It's not going to survive. It would just be a chump block. I just don't think I can take 10 damage, unfortunately. Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. And then he gets to attack again. Yeah. And man, would we like a burn spell or removal or something. What do we got here? Yeah. Dang. Ugh. We're going to have to throw Circumvender. We're going to have to attach it to that. And we're not going to be able to exploit, unfortunately. I'm not so sure how I get out of this, because I don't have the modified creature, and instead it's just this thing. So I think we're already toast. If I do it like this, I die again. We need more mana. Not a lot more mana either. Just a little creature, like a 2-mana creature we can attach or something. How do I do this? Ah, it just sucks. Something to consider. There's a legendary rule on your Eater of Virtue, and now we know. This is how we test. And Guardians of Obora would have been perfect if he didn't already have his Eater of Virtue on him. Yeah, I'm just going to quit now. There's no way to get through this without the removal spell, and the removal spell we can't do without a creature on the deck, and we've already sacrificed all of our creature in the decks waiting for the removal spell. It's just a chicken or the egg situation. And this is the second time that we've run into that specific card out of 2 games that killed us on this exact deck. The negative side of that is that card is available in this set, and it could be the reason why we lose in the other games as well. So I'm a little scared that we have such a glaring deficiency in how to handle that card if we don't end up with removal and we're not able to, first strike it back or get above it. I mean, there's just nothing we can do. Once it's on the deck, we're dead. So, I hate that. This is a 2-mana creature, and we've got something that we can do, so we'll do it. Not in love with this hand. 2 mana plus 1 mana for each non-artifact creature the target opponent controls. Alright, we can only non-blue. I'm shocked that Mono Red has burn spells in it. Did you know that? I didn't know that. The sorry part about that is our hand was just designed like we needed that. Without that, we're dead. There's nothing to do here. Super inefficient. It's not something I would ever do in another game. I would just take the damage. But being in Constructed, we know that he's got more wolves. That thing's going to get pumped. It's going to turn into a major healer. So it's either face down 5 extra health and a 5/5, or face this 1/1 down now. Well, the positive side, I can cast a card. The negative side is the last one I can cast because I still haven't drawn a blue mana yet. There are 7 cards in the beginning of your hand. We've drawn 3 more since then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of 10 total cards, 11 of our 60 cards are blue. That gives us about a little bit less than a 20% chance. It should have been closer to 1 out of 8. So the fact that we swing twice, or I'm sorry, 1 out of 6. So the fact that we're swinging twice in that 1 out of 6 category and missing on both means, yeah, there's not much. I mean, mathematically it happens, but I would trade. Good. More land. Nothing I can do. We can't even use the Thousand Face Shadow trick until we get 2 blue pips. I mean, mana locked. What are we gonna do? Sit here and watch him fight me for 5 more turns and just do nothing? Yeah, that's twice we got mana locked. Not happy with how the deck is performing in the real world. Boy, it looks great when It's not under insane pressure, but you put any kind of pressure in the constructed world onto it, and it just melts. And we're gonna run into cards, like we're gonna run into decks that function well in their first 5 cards. Like that's just what most people draft towards, right? They don't want to watch the first 3 turns go by and not have anything to do and not be able to control what happens to them. And so you'll see most of the value happens in the early part of things. So let's see. Well, at least our mana matches our cards. We have a 1-drop and 2-drop, so this is good. I'm very happy with this. Typically I would say like throw the network disruptor out on the first try, but I think I'm gonna go this way instead. Getting it out there without a ninjutsu effect on the back end doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, what the flying hell is that card doing in there? What? What? I'm so confused. Let's see if I get Ward 2'd. Probably not, right? Yep. What I don't understand is how are you going to cast a 4 black pip Invoke Despair in blue and red? I'm very, very confused. Alright. Guess we'll do that. This might just sit in our hand and do nothing, but it might not. Let's go with that. I guess we'll take out the lethal exploit, since there's no reason to do that. And we'll do this. I don't see any help, like hang-ups. I say that, and then there's the non-hang-ups. Yeah, sure. So 3 pieces of removal for the Haughty Djinn, or whatever ends up taking away. I'm assuming it's going to end up looking like a board wipe. So that on like any more creatures, I guess. So we've got lethal 2. Spending any mana until here comes the Burn Spell City. Resolve all. These considers doing for him. fun, but I don't know what you were trying to do there. I feel like they were trying to do something very, very janky. Don't you think? I think it's just time for us to go in. Let's go look at the deck one more time to see what we would change, if anything. Things we're leaving behind. Not bad. Maybe. I like the current amount of things that we've got going on here for removal. I also like the flying. Like, I like kind of how the Eater of Virtue can pick up a lot of lifelink and flying if it ever does it correctly. I think we just go for it, man. I think we're just going in. Let's go. Game one. Boom, boom, boom. 3 mana. Some stuff at the bottom. I know Kiba Reckoner. As long as we got a black mana, like, we're sticking here. Yeah. One of each. Snap. Start here. Could go to Virus Beetle. I guess we'll take this, since I don't think we're gonna see like an artifact here soon. Sure. Dig it. And nothing's cast. Ouch, kidneys. We'll stay on color for a second, and we'll force, since he's got mana sitting up, we'll force him to make a tougher decision. It wasn't a mana rate, look. Super confused. Right? Yeah, I think we'll just do this. And then if we end up with a situation where we can ninjutsu in something, the Circuit Mender would be the ideal situation, because it gets a card replacement. Or we can just get a card replacement like that, which I find very nice. It's fine. Is this guy at 1/3? Max alone. Let me discard a card and draw a card, huh? Okay. So, let's do next attack. Yeah. Go. Ninjutsu. Heal. Submit. Get it. Got it. Good. Gives a +1 to the Ronin. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with the defender for right now. And I don't like my attacks, so I'm going to say no. Bronze plate war ain't bad. I mean, it's not bad for us, I should say. So, we end up in a situation here. Imperial Subduer or the Ronin. Kind of think we just keep developing the board and then we start to pick them apart, right? It's either that or we can put this onto this. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't think we end up opening up an attack lane. Yeah, we might. He would cover this and dual attack, we would lose something, and it just doesn't. I just don't love this attack. And if I don't love it, I'm not going to push it. Would like, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking that he's looking at a removal spell now. No. He's got a full turn to get rid of that 3-mana creature. Which I dig. And I'd really like you to attack, but you're not, so that's okay. So let's go with you. Right. And then we can go with you. Yeah, I don't really like any of these. I guess we just do this. It's fine. The question is, do we want to scry the 2 and set it up? And I think the answer is yeah. Okay, so we're going to draw the land, and then this is the mana cost that would cause the destruction. And I totally dig it. So we'll say done. See now. What would you like to get rid of? Probably the Subduer, right? Definitely the Subduer now. Okay. You did it. All right. So who do I like? Oops. The bronze plate board does not scare me as much as the Subduer in the long term, right? So we just get rid of this thing. And then we can channel this? Is that right? No, I can't. So there's nothing we can do there. I do have 4 mana, so I can stick the 4 mana over here. And that would give me something that would be able to withstand the bronze plate boar on the next attack. So we'll say no attacks. And would love to draw a Circuit Mender or something like that. That's okay. I think I'm just going to take the 6. can throw the stuff over to like the Golden-tailed Disciple. And I think I'm willing to take the risk again. 2 mana, so we can lose this thing. We can cast this thing. We can clean this thing. And on the next turn, we're in great shape. I'm going to take 4 more. Yeah. That's fine. Probably this one. Six, 7 total land. This takes 5 of them. Right? This takes 2 of them. So, Lethal Exploit will take out a 3-mana creature that does like lifelink, right? This will pause everyone block, and then I will all attack in. And then he can attack back for nothing. And then we do that. And we have to look at this and say, let's go with a little bit of deletion. Oh, cancel. We're going to get this, and we'll say get the 2 damage to this, and then the rest is. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could ninjutsu the Thousand Face Shadow in to copy something like the Mukabai Ambusher, right? I totally dig it. Can't block them all, and I'm fine with these blocks. So if I Thousand Face Shadow the Roadmaster, I won't get a bunch of extra damage, but I should be able to do this. He got mad. Alright, alright. And that's that was an interesting pick apart right there. I'm not gonna lie, I got super nervous when I saw that we were facing samurais, because samurais seemed to be the only thing that beat the heck out of us, but it was just that one card, and so as long as that rare card didn't show up, we were okay. All in all, you know, he had some good removal that he got a chance to utilize. I don't know what this thing was doing in the deck. This is an OG player for sure, since he's got the old, you know, the art, the cool graphics for it. What did we end up doing? Yeah, kind of what we wanted to do, right? Stay in small ball game, keep our health up high, build a board state up until we got our bomb, use our bomb to delete a couple of guys. It definitely paid off good, because without that we would have been in trouble. And then Behold the Unspeakable was just nuts because we got all those cards at just the right time, and it just gave us the whole world as our ocean. So top end of our deck, making top end of our deck moves. 1-0. Moving on. It's a fun one. I don't know if it's really that strong of a deck, but it's fun. It's like, ooh, I can do all these fun little things, all these dirtly little in and outs, and ETBs, and redo the sagas. Like they kind of nailed it with Ninjatsu, if you ask me. Oh, I gotta pay everything. We will do that next. Okay, so almost all blue cards. Only one thing to do on turn 4. God, this is danger. I'm gonna mulligan. And then I'm gonna keep. I have the red. I'd rather draw that card later. Mana efficiency says do it this way. And then throw the cliffs next, and throw the Eater of Virtue after that. Then we can pop the Eater of Virtue onto him, turn him into a Menacer. In hopes of, if there is a removal spell, being able to keep the Menace on the Eater of Virtue would be a fun dark card to put on there. Green-black is what? Graveyard stuff? I'd rather do this and put this on there, just in case I get a removal spell at my Nezumi here. So menacing 4/2 is going to be tough. Because of... We can take a look at the card. Yeah. So the original plan was to put the Armed Guard Familiar to the Guardian of a Burrow, but we don't need the defense right now, and swapping out the Ambusher is just going to keep the pressure on him like so much. It's going to get tough. Something's going to happen. Is there a board wipe? I'm just going to end. I'm not going to even do it. There's no reason. But I'm confused. What happened? Kind of bricked, but I don't know what he bricked with because I have no idea what his deck was trying to do. I mean, they're not bad cards, but this is bad. 2-0. I like how we're heading. Game number 3. Let's take a look here and see. Hang up. It's fine. We have all 3 colors. It's hard for me to imagine not taking this, because even if something lands, that's scary. Might have lied, it feels a little scary. Let's put this out here. On the off chance that just on the off chance that we end up in a situation where we might want to block. Thinking an enchantment enters the board, he becomes a 2/2. It's not an enchantment. And a dork. Yeah, I think I'd take either one of those as a trade. And if we're not, we'll do this instead. That's fine. Alright, so it's a good time to throw the Seawater Cliffs if we're going to put this thing back out again. Let's go, baby. You don't have any mana. I'm not so sure what you're looking for. So, on the next turn, we're going to Behold the Unspeakable. It's going to drop us all the way down to 1 card in our hand. It's going to -2 everything, and these 3 are going to have an opportunity to attack. And there's not a lot of great blocks here. So I'm hoping that we're able to take out a creature with us here. I'm not scared to crack back on the Behold the Unspeakable because of the -2 not really allowing that to be a big fear. So if we can use it as a removal for 1 creature, we can get the Nezumi Road Captain in. We're saying no. We just have a better attack on the next turn. Even if Generous Visitor is going to hand out a +1, probably going to put it on the Golden Tail Disciple. It won't be something that we kill. We'll give him 1 damage, but 1 damage will be enough for us to die, so to speak. So, I like that. That's good. I mean, it's certainly going to help him on the life total too. But, ooh, that's going to change this just a little bit. So we're going to lose something. Or we're not. Kind of evens the board just a little. Just say no blocks. Still like our plan. This thing is so nasty. I think we're dead. I mean, I can fly over the top and chump block, but the amount of life gain he's going to get, I'm not even going to be able to fly over the top. The amount of life gain he's going to get with the Golden Tail Disciple is just nuts. Which one are you going to take? on ya. Scry 2, right? So Defender would be good. Draw discards, not as good. I kind of need removal and I need removal, so I'm going to get rid of both of them. Okay. How do I get rid of this with these cards? I mean, I guess he's... It's only for the end of the turn, right? No, it's... I guess I gotta dump both of these and then just sell out. Right? A complete sellout of blocks. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn it. I needed to get that thing on there too. Well, if I chump and get something bigger, yes. Not really bigger, but 2, 4, 6, 8. We might be quitting right after this. If he has a trick, a way to pump that thing, we're dead in the water. All he has to do is really throw one enchantment out. Does he have an enchantment that he can throw at instant speed? Yep. And then... Jukai's favor with the Fox. Definitely a good lesson to learn. 2 and 1. Nice trick. I think a removal spell with enchantment. I'm not so sure one exists in black or blue. I do think that there are removal spells that would have worked. There were creatures that would have worked. I mean, if I didn't get rid of the Defender, I could have used the 3 damage much better on the Defender, but he had Tamiyo safekeeping. He could have done that to make that thing into a beater. I was in trouble. I was in trouble big time. Well, we have 3 lands, a board wipe-ish, and then a couple things to do. So we're going to keep because of the things to do. So black and white enchantment artifact deck is relatively strong. I think that I will Virus Beetle him now. Get him to toss a land or something and see if I can't slow it down. Green. Not the color I expected. Okay. So this becomes easy. We just go next, all attack, and ambush in, get our Virus Beetle back, get some healing up there, drop a land, move on with our lives. Get him to discard another card. lanes card. Something big coming. 2/2. Kind of threw it a little early on that one. A 4/2 first striker is tough. I don't like it. I don't like you having 3 cards either. Okay. He's getting rid of the green cards. Green, white, black enchantments. Thanks, bud. Into the double striking. Why did I do that? I know. Okay. I really wish I didn't mess that up. Right? Come on. I guess we'll throw the circuit mender out there. And we will just all attack, because I have no problems making that trade right there. You're gonna hit for another 6. And I think we love it. Yeah, you get that back. Why do you pick the 2-mana one? Likes those cards. Shit. This? It sucks. All right. Moving on up, halfway through gold. Gotta like that. Okay. Ceremonial Groundbreaker. Quick creature is +2/+1 and has trample, and it only costs 1 to equip to a citizen. So it's 4? It's not bad on a citizen. I've never seen it before. Anyway, moving on. That's 4 games down. Game 5. Here we go. We've got 3 wins, and this is kind of the line right here. If we get this extra win, the whole thing was worth it. And if we don't, we still have 1 more to go. So let's see if we can't get win number 4 with our ninja deck. And it's not exactly a ninja deck. It's kind of a forced-fed draw life gain ninja creation. But Dimir colors, blue and black, with a splash of red and 1 pretty decent bomb. Not the greatest of bomb. Hidetsugo, whatever. Opponent goes first. Everything's fine. Okay, so he's a Simic deck, and we get to see he's leaning hard on the we don't like you so much We get rid of it. Could have done that if I had a modified creature. I don't. Making him think I have a ninja, so I take that pause, but not a huge pause, after the attack, just to make him think like ninjas, 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 right? We could lethal exploit this guy, and it wouldn't do much. We could do this, just to keep pressure going. I'd like to replenish my hand more than anything. Behold the Unspeakable is just so good in that category. An Eater of Virtue would be great. What? What? Okay. These are not the cards I want. They are the cards I deserve. I will take this, actually. Right. What do you do? Whenever one or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand, you get to draw a card. Return a land card. So this is kind of a problem, right? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking this is a problem. Go away. All the time. No need to give light gain. That thing scares the pants out of me. I feel like this is the same guy who did the thing I'm still shook about. I dig. We can get back our visions of unspeakable stuff, which is cool. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Let's clean through this. Okay. Something I can do now. So we're gonna pull the Visions of Unspeakable back, especially after that. It's perfect. We are gonna suffer a little bit here. He has no more mana. I don't know why. This is 2 blue. So yeah, I think I'm just getting rid of that, right? Next attack. I should have done that. I could have gotten my Virus Beetle in. I could have double done it. Ooh, I messed up. A little mess up. I could have gotten rid of a card out of his hand. That's a pretty big mess up, actually, now that I think about it. But we will delete one of his samurai should we choose to do it again. Of course. It is no barrier to my call. Okay. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. I do a Behold the Unspeakable. Yeah. It just stops them from being able to do anything. Toss this out there, which is fine. And then just all attack, right? I'll tell you what. Yeah, just one attack. That's fine. I'm sure you'll get a chance to do something fun. So not cool. Okay. Ward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we do it that way more than the circuit vendor. Or we just attach it to the roof and attack from above. I'm okay with what we're doing. Boy, I have been so mad about the mana and all that kind of stuff on some of the other rounds. Having this kind of card cleaning that exists in this deck between the draws and the discards and the scries, like, whew, so nice. We're not exactly like shopping for what to do on each turn, but we're getting an opportunity. I do believe that's win 4. Nice. Claim it. Moving on up. Three mana, 4 mana creature, 3 mana creature, 1 mana creature. Feel fine with this. Maximum risk. I think he's a silver player. Card. Haitetsugu. Haitsu. Interesting. There's a couple ways to say it. Take something here. I'm guessing it's a Prowler. It's going to be a life gain. 3 damage. He'll be down on the ground. We attack in with Circuit Mender. And then cast Haitetsu. And then maybe we can do some shenanigans with the red mana to delete them. Just thinking really long, really hard about this stuff. I mean, I guess he's not going to ninjutsu. If I take the turn and attach the Circuit Mender over, he can attack as a trade, draw a card, and leave something behind. And I feel like all of that is better than getting into a standoff and letting both sides of the board develop. He'll either get passed for 4, or he'll get double blocked and trade out, right? And I feel like I'm fine with him hitting me back for 4 with an all swing, and then we just kind of, like, I'll get into the race with him. I can throw... No. That's what we thought was going to happen. Nice. So, I guess I'd like to put this guy on the board last. Right? The Thousand Face Shadow now just doesn't make sense. The only way that this works is if I throw the Trespasser out and then have the Thousand Face Shadow create a copy of the Trespasser, which doesn't have any ETBs. I'd almost rather her make a copy of the Circuit Mender. So I would need this out. And that's a real expensive flop. I think I'm just attacking at this point here. And I'm not doing that. But I will be doing 4 damage deletes the Underscrub City Scrounger and prevents that from attacking. And that's huge. Enter. Road Captain's getting through. Barking spider underneath my chair. I don't know if you heard that. going to seem crazy, but I'd rather have a copy of the other card. Okay. All creatures get -2/-2. Yeah, well, I'm gonna pay it. Auto pay it. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, that was good. I'm gonna go with nice on that one. Just end that there. It's still worth it. I mean, he's 4 mana, and the creatures that we killed were collectively 3 mana, but they're a bigger problem than it seems. Clawing Torment can get rid of Searchlight Companion. Gotta love that. This guy can get rid of... Who knows? Let's see. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. I think we'll just throw this body out there. Just have a body. And 2 things to attack with. Saiba would get the block. Circuit Mender would go in, and I could copy Saiba again and just have another body to throw. And I think that's the right answer. It's been a nice slow grind, but I actually kind of like... I liked the counter magic style. I don't see it too often in here. Alright, so next, I'll attack, block the Saiba Trespassers, ninjutsu out the Circuit Mender for a card. Oh! Or bring in a Circuit Mender. Interesting. You know what's funny is I like this better. It's kind of the same net effect. Yeah. So I think I put the arm guard on the... I think I'd put the arm guard on the Thousand Face Shadow, just to keep that being the biggest threat. That's 4 of our 7 mana, so I should be able to still cast an Armed Guard. Yeah, no, I'm not blocking that. That's fine. You can pump it if you need. Whatever you need to do. Call that pump. That's good. Oh, what do I do now? I'm swinging for 5. Why don't I just attach, swing for 3, and then save a trespassers on the last 2 and finish it off. I just wanted to make sure I had the ability to recast the other version of this. He can block and sacrifice and get his card draw. Like, he can do it all. Oh, he needs 2 mana. It's gone. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, yeah, he needs his treasure. Yeah. No more ninjutsu for you. Haven't seen any other ninjas, have I? Just a lot of weird cards. Do I take the block? I don't think so. One, two, three. I can't tell. I can't tell. I can't tell. So, what would we want? We just want to leave 1 black, right? If I attach it, I'll get 2, but I won't be as wide. I think I just throw this guy out now. Right? So he's got to take care of the flyer, and he's got to block 3. So he needs 2 more blockers and a removal spell on the flyer. He's got to block 4. I think I got this. There could be a board wipe. I've seen the -2s. It's happened. I'll really be kicking myself in the pants about throwing the trespassers out there, if that's where this goes, but I think I'm okay. Honestly think that this guy just took whatever card he was told by whatever drafting thing that this was the best card, because most of these cards barely work together in any way, shape, or form. But he's done a good job of playing in such a way where it's like, okay, yeah. That's pretty good. We might as well do this now, okay? All the way across. And so he would lose, I would lose this, and then he would lose this, 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 and then he would keep this, and I would lose that. That wouldn't leave me with much. Or I can just attach. Yeah, I can just attack with this thing. And just keep putting the pressure on him. And we should be able to get some seriously good cards on the next turn. So, if he wants to attack, I can't believe he was able to put up such a defense. That's really good. I'm super impressed. Probably put the familiar on the trespassers, and I would totally sell out to take out the Blade Blesser. I would just use the guy who gives me a card back at the end. I'm hoping he plays something that makes it into a -2, and that should be enough for me to remove the Visions of the Unspeakable. I'm hoping to draw a removal spell, right? Congrats. If you attack, you're dead. With your visions, it's already too late. You can't attack. So you can play a card. I would just jump. Okay. How'd we do here? Good game. That was a much more of a thinker than an instinct kind of play. Steam is packed one of the faves. We're up to 5 wins with only 1 loss. Ooh, let's keep it rolling, baby. What? What? 5 wins? One more and this is like a free draft. I can't keep it. I've got one thing to do on turn 2, and then I can just get mana locked. And I go first, so I'm going to be behind. I have to mulligan, unfortunately. Oof. Oh, not better. Alright. Not better at all. Thousand Face Shadow can't ninjutsu in until it's at 4. Or so the next 2 would have to be blue. Okay. I got a Voltage Surge out of his hand, which is means he really likes his cards, and that scares me. I think we're dead. Okay, with set things. Some things are working. We have something to do next turn, since we didn't draw a land. But like I said, some things are working. Let's see if we can't hit on a blue land. Not exactly a blue land. Get that card out of there. Yeah. Keep the pressure on him. He'd have to lose his flyer. Yeah, oh, definitely. We'll get rid of the flyer first, but I get 3 life. We trade 2 for 2. I have another down in there somewhere. We just do this. Not the most incredible turn, but when you're locked on land, take what you get. I mean, we have seen 5 lands out of the first 7, the next 7 is 14, and the next 4 on the draws is 21. It's like a 25% chance, not terribly off. I would a flyer. No, it's fine. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Can't draw a land. We have a 50% chance of this being a land, which means it's a 0% chance of being a land. I could have called that. Could also be a card with a red or a black. like, this would be sick. But this is not for us. Oh, you dirty son of a... Just give me a blue land. I don't know how this kind of thing happens. Yeah. Go away. There you go. Good job. What just happened? Did I just kill my own thing again? I did. That's the second time I've done that. But we were dead in the water in this game. Like... dead in the water. Okay, so you see that Dragon Spark reactor? That is about to nail us. And I'm hoping that he uses it on that guy right there. Come on. Yeah, I think I'd probably take that instead. We have some decent blockers. Good game. I don't need to stick around for that. Mana locked. Is that twice? Like our only two losses were with the mana locks? Maybe. Okay. Big win or big loss. Either way. It's all found money at this point. I got 3 lands and an Armed Guard Familiar and a Kiba Wreck and a Raid. I guess I'm keeping this because what did we say about you want a 100% guarantee of losing? Just mulligan. You're dead. I'm fine with that trade. Keep any ninjas coming my way. I just messed up though. It probably won't matter, but is green black ninjas? I don't think it is. Could have some black ninjas though. He's looking. Oh. Okay, so we drop that and then we question what we want to do. I guess we just do this on this turn. We're not going to attack, so that if he wants to ambush, I can trade. And then I can do a Koi on the next one. I don't think the ward's going to stop that. That's fine. Okay. So. Yeah. We could lethal exploit. And I think we have to. We just, otherwise the light game's going to get out of control. And then we can do an all attack again. I guess. I don't understand the green. Black and green. I haven't seen anything green yet. Hold on. Do you have more removal? Oh, we're dead. Boy, this worked out good. We are dead, dead, dead. Just don't have the ability to get past any of this. But good thing we're getting all the land in the world now. I don't know what to do. Buy time. Okay, well, we got 5 wins, right? That's a-okay with me. Pretty solid stuff. Pretty fun. Definitely got our teeth kicked in on this game, and it wasn't as much about the mana as it was just this guy played well. It's all or not. Look at the next 2 cards were mana, along with the last 4 cards were mana. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 mana in a row. 9 in a row, dude. How do you explain this to your kids at night, Wizards? How do you do that, huh? How do you do that? 5, 6, 7. I could theoretically remove the memory of Toshiro. More than likely, he's just going to attach the web spinner cuff to it. He's pretty much mono black all the way across. And he's got great cards. There's no difference. It doesn't matter. This is just slow rolling the inevitable. I need a board wipe that doesn't exist. I have removal. I just didn't draw in the right time. Whether it was Cammy's Flame when I had the other stuff up, it could have been the Seismic Wave when I was behind on the cards. It could have been the hit to Seku. Like, I had it. It just never showed up. Your go. Come on, dude. Like, there's no reason for you to be thinking this through. I will just quit. Yeah. We will just quit. They just go. That's the part that drives me crazy sometimes, is how they let them have way too much time. Should probably cut the amount of time available in half. So, 650 gems and a pack, just one, but I'll take it, means that we spent a total of 100 gems on that entire draft. And we ended up with about 4 brand new rares that I needed, all of them. And we've got a wild card. We spun the dial to get the mythic rare. We got an Invoke Calamity. You may cast up to 2 instant inner sorcery spells with a total mana value of 6 or less from your graveyard and or hand without paying any mana cost. And if those spells will be put into the graveyard, you exile them instead, and then you exile this card. So you can't recur it, but it's kind of cool in a red deck. Invoke Calamity. I never see it played. I'm not quite sure why. I guess 1 card turns into 2. But otherwise, you need to have 2 3-mana spells ready to go in there. You could, in a mono-red deck, right? I'm just thinking this through here. You could, if you get to 6 mana in a mono-red deck, you could do 2 things. Okay, we're going to take a pause, and then we're going to redraft again. But I'd like to make these videos kind of separate, so we're going to end the stream and start